Marvel Legends Civil Warrior and Tony Stark A.I. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another A&R review. Today, as you saw in the intro, we have two figures to review, Civil Warrior and Iron Man A.I. We'll start off with the Civil Warrior packaging here. So as you can see, typical Marvel Legends packaging, but with the Gamerverse paint scheme and Contest of Champions at the bottom here, and Civil Warrior in purple. Well, purple background. But anyways, here we go. We take a look at the Build-A-Figure here, which is Mr. Hyde. And when we do the rest of the other figures from the line, we'll put it all together and show you Mr. Hyde at the end. With this right here, you have the figure and then the shield. Side of the box, you've got nice artwork here, Contest of Champions. So the back of the box here, we are going to do the review of the Shang-Chi figures, but we're going to do it all together with the exclusive figure from Target that is different from this wave. So we'll do it all together on a separate video. Today we're just looking at the Civil Warrior and Tony Stark AI figure. But if you collect all of them, as you can see right here, you could build this ugly looking Mr. Hyde figure. And the back here, obviously typical Marvel Legends packaging, your little write-up and a nice picture and some information. The bottom here, warning signs. The other side of the box, same thing as the other side, so nothing there changed. Top here, Contest of Champions with Gamerverse. Bottom, you've got the barcode and some more legal paper or warnings, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Anyways, let's get this guy opened up and have a look. All right, let's open this guy up on the side of the box here. So here he is out of the package, the Contest of Champions Civil Warrior. Now, obviously, known for him being in the Contest of Champions video game, but there was a 3.75-inch figure and a Funko Pop figure of him made. But this is your first time Marvel Legends in this paint scheme. And why I say paint scheme is because this figure was already made, the Hydra Supreme Steve Rogers. Albeit there's some minor little tweaks to this figure compared to the other one. Very little. All right, let's take a look at articulation here. So we'll start off with the head articulation, up and down like that. You get some decent articulation of the head going up, and then left and right. For the arm here, no butterfly joint, but the cool thing is there is enough clearance here between the armor of the body and the shoulder, so you don't get a lot of rubbed here. So that's nice. Typically when they have bulky armor, the shoulder actually rubs onto it. So the fact that it has enough clearance there, they thought about that. I kind of wish they had butterfly joint. I always want butterfly joints on my figures. I mean, why not, right? I mean, at this point, we should have it on all figures. Someone might agree, but hey, I prefer it on all figures. Bicep swivel here, double elbow. And then you have the wrist, which is on a hinge and a swivel. That's good there. And then for the body here, you got up and back and forth like that. So you get a nice ab crunch, and you can get it all the way back there. And then the waist, you got rotation on the waist here. So it's good. In terms of his leg articulation, you've got, around the waist here with the upper thigh here, it does move a little bit. So it has that articulation. It doesn't let you move the upper leg too much because it does touch here right at the bottom here, which is acceptable. It's not a big deal. You do have a thigh swivel here, so that makes up for that. And then you got double knee, and then you got the foot, which is on a ball. So it's sitting on the ball. So you got the swivel here and up and down rocks here. So overall, pretty good. Nothing wrong with this figure. I did want mention that it is the same figure as the Supreme Leader. The only difference is this figure has is just a little bit on the hands. So as I mentioned earlier, the Supreme Leader figure being the exact same, there's exact same figure. The only difference is he's got the closed fisted hand and an open hand, which I would have loved to see additional hands with this guy. I mean, it's just so bare bones. This figure, it doesn't come with anything, and would have loved to see the additional hands. I mean, he gets a shield, and that's about it. But I mean, if you compare that with the Tony Stark AI figure, it's got way more accessories. So I kind of wish they gave additional hands. Always additional hands would be nice. So this figure stands at 6.5 inches, and he does come with this shield, as I mentioned. Now, weird thing about this shield is, well, not the shield, it's the body. It does come with a peg to put the shield in the back, but he doesn't have a hole in the back there to put it, so kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know about that. So, but he holds it pretty, he can hold it just fine. That's not an issue. I just thought that was kind of weird. But maybe it's because the arc reactor or something didn't want to put the hole in the back. And I do like the fact that it's, the eyes look like it's lit up because of the reactor here. But yeah, other than that, great, it is what it is. I mean, what else can I say about this figure? It's pretty much the same as the other one. But I do love the paint on it. And it's nice to see this guy get his 6-inch version finally out. Next up we have here is our Tony Stark AI version from this wave. We'll take a look at the quick boxing here. You've got a bunch of accessories, the hands, the head, and then you got this green old chunky leg from Mr. Hyde Build-A-Figure. Typical boxing here of Marvel Legends, Iron Man. Side of the box, you got a nice picture of him. Back of the box, some write-up here, and then the rest of the wave. And then a nice full body picture, almost a full body picture of the AI Iron Man. Other side of the box, same thing, same picture. Top of the box, you got the Iron Man logo. Bottom of the box, you've got the barcode, some legal stuff. But yeah, let's get this guy opened up and take a look. And so here he is, the Iron Man AI, a.k.a Tony Stark's Iron Man AI, whatever you want to call him. I mean, he's just basically an AI version of Tony. It was only used when Tony wasn't able to function or wasn't around. And so the AI acted as a backup to help out. And he was basically, played a big role in the Williams becoming Ironheart and helped her create an upgraded second version of her armor. So even without the body, it was able to take control and pilot his Iron Man and armor when it was necessary. This is basically the 80th anniversary Iron Man figure. Exact same figure, minus the paint difference. But, speaking of paint, this figure actually has its paint molded onto it. So you're not going to get any paint rub. It's actually molded, which is kind of nice. You don't have to worry about some nice paint. I mean, obviously, if you damage the mold, then yeah. But it's kind of nice to have, not worry about paint chipping off or having a figure that's going to have paint rubs or paint chipped off. And yeah, so basically, 80th anniversary Iron Man, different paint scheme with a cool new AI head. Iron Man stands at about 6.5 inches without the helmet, but pretty much the same with the helmet or without the helmet. We'll start off with the head articulation. So the head, which is really nice, by the way. I love the AI head. And we'll take a closer look at it here. You can go up like that. You can go down. It's on a ball joint, so it's nice. Shoulders, since it's the same, figure as the 80th anniversary, there's no butterfly joint here. Bicep swivel. You can see. And then you got your double jointed elbows. And then waist swivel on a hinge. Body, you can get that to go back like that. Like that, waist swivel on a hinge. And then, there you go, the waist. Moving and a rocking. Do the twist. Bottom part of the body here with the thigh, you got thigh cut, so you get the swivel right there. And then double knee. And then you've got the swivel on the boots with the rocker. So taking a look at the accessories, he does come with the mask and unmasked heads. I just wanted to have a closer look at them. It is different, the mask head, compared to the 80th anniversary, and we'll bring that in. But I just want to take a look closely at his AI head here. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's kind of long here on this side, but overall, not bad. So comparing it to the 80th anniversary helmet or head, whatever you want to call it here, this one actually has a nose that sticks out, whereas this one is flat. And then on the side here, as you can see, this one has more of a curve and a larger, indent, where this one is more of a straight square at the bottom here. So, yeah, I mean, there's a difference with the head. So it's not the exact same head, so that's saying something. I kind of like this more than this, to be honest. It's more comic, booky for me, so I kind of prefer this one over this. He also comes with these blaster effects hands. I love it when, they give us additional hands. I was just kind of disappointed how they gave him all these accessories and didn't give Silver Warrior additional hands. So kind of weird there in that aspect. But you simply just plug in the blaster, just like all the other ones. And there you go. And here is Iron Man AI with some other Iron Man. On the left, you have the 80th anniversary Iron Man. And on his right, directly, you have Iron Man 2020. And then the far right side, you have the Silver Centurion Iron Man. So they're all pretty much the same figure. I mean, there's some differences with the belts for some of them, but they look great. And here he is with the 80th anniversary Thor on the left and the 80th anniversary Captain America on the right. I actually love this look, and I think he looks really good with the other two guys. And here is Iron Man AI. Behind him is you got that behemoth Marvel Select Hulk. On the left, you've got the Silver Warrior, and on the right, you've got War Machine. Overall, I think he scales pretty well with War Machine. Obviously, the Marvel Select Hulk is just ginormous, but I just wanted to put him in there because it's so much fun to have him around. And just to show some love, here we have the Silver Warrior next to the Hydra Supreme Soldier and the 80th anniversary Cap. I mean, the shield on Silver Warrior is just massive compared to the other two guys. I think it's a little too big. Do I recommend these figures? Yeah, why not? I mean, they're great figures. At the end of the day, they're not really new figures. They're nothing crazy. Nothing's changed from the versions that you've seen before. But they do have a story to them. And for me, I think that's enough to put these figures on my shelf. And I do recommend anybody that wants to add, bright, beautiful figures like these two into their collection. What you should also, I recommend, is maybe like and subscribe our video. And check out some of our other videos that you see popping up on the screen. As always, we appreciate everybody that has been liking and subscribing, and have yourself a great day.